Did you miss me? I bet you did. You were probably thinking today feels weird and I don't know why. And that's because you didn't have a video from me. So here I am now. Don't worry about that anymore. Today I am pleased as punch to announce that I watched the movie The Town last night. Double goodness because one, I was really excited to watch the movie, and two, I got to watch it with my best friend. So let's get into The Town. See what I did there? Getting into the town, like it's a town that we're gonna go get into. Anyway, all right. This movie stars, was co-written, and surprisingly directed by Ben Affleck. I say surprisingly because I mean I knew it was directed by Ben Affleck, but they didn't advertise it at all that it was directed by him, which I thought was weird. But anyway, by Ben Affleck, and also stars Jeremy Renner, who you might remember from SWAT, which I thought he was cool in SWAT, and then like he didn't really do much. I mean, he did 28 Weeks Later, and then all of a sudden he did, the that one bomb movie where he bombed the Hurt Locker, and all of a sudden now everyone wants a piece of him. But he was awesome in this movie. John Hamm, which I've never seen Mad Men, so I have no idea normally how he is, but he's in here. And then Blake Lively, who I think I've seen her in a couple. No, I don't know if I've seen her in anything, but she's in this movie too. Okay, so let's talk real fast about this movie. I'm gonna try to keep it spoiler free because it's obviously it's a brand new movie, and I loved it, so I think you guys should watch it. So here's the story. It takes place in Boston, this place called Charlestown, which is I guess like renowned for their robberies. And Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner, they are two Boston, Charlestown townies as they call them, that have lived there. And at the start of the movie, you find out that they are bank robbers, along with two other people. But those two other people have like zero lines, so who cares? They're bank robbers, and they've been doing it for a while, and like that's their thing. Well, they right off the bat they take this bank girl hostage, and you can tell that Jeremy Renner's character, he's a little off, and like Ben Affleck is kind of like, what's going on with you? You're being weird. So they take a hostage, and she's freaking out, and they left. So then the whole kind of point of the story is they wanted to make sure that she didn't know anything. So Ben Affleck volunteered to kind of follow her and check it out. And in the process, ends up kind of falling for her, and the two of them kind of start dating a little bit. Meanwhile, John Hamm, he's an FBI agent who's trying to bring them down, and his partner is the Man in Black from Lost, if you see that. So that's kind of the gist of the story. Throughout it is some really, really, really high tense stuff, including like a luncheon scene where it's Ben, Jeremy Renner, and and her name is Rebecca Hall, the girl. I have no idea who she is, but she did good in it. Like they like meet for lunch, and it was like a super tense scene. Blake Lively, as I mentioned, she plays like this like trashy white trash like whore of a girl, and she did really good because like I kind of forgot that this was like Blake Lively, who was like cute and in that show that she's in, Gossip Girl, and wasn't she in like Sisterhood of the Traveling Yaya Pants or something? I don't know what it's called. Did I just mix two things? I think I did. Anyway, yeah, she was like all trashy and stuff. Jeremy Renner was awesome in this movie. He did really, 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 really good. As see, because the interesting thing is, they both kind of start the beginning of the movie here, but then Jeremy Renner, like as the movie progresses, he just gets kind of crazy. So he starts to go here, while Ben Affleck starts to go, here. And you watch them both kind of drift apart, and the tension it goes with that. Now, see, the thing about Jeremy, one, he has an awesome name. Two, is he sometimes stole the scene from Ben Affleck for me. Now, you might think, so what? Let me take a moment to explain why I was so excited to watch this movie. Take any hot girl in Hollywood. You know what? Let me look and see who the top 5 like hottest celebrities are right now. So according to the website allwomenstalk.com, the top 5 sexiest women in Hollywood right now are Penelope Cruz, Eva Mendes, Alessandra Ambrosio. I literally have no idea who that is. Number 2, Scarlett Johansson. Okay. And number 1, Megan Fox. Sure. Take all 5 of those, put them in a room together, and have all 5 of them be like, "What's up, Jeremy? Ooh, come over here." And then in the same room, you have Ben Affleck by himself, who's like, "Hey, what's up, man? You want to come hang out with me?" I would be like, to all 5 of those hottest girls to be with Ben Affleck. Now, I'm not saying it has to be anything gay. I'm saying, like, we can just cuddle all night. Like, there's nothing homosexual about that, right? Me just being wrapped up in his muscular arms. Totally normal, right? I have kind of what may be considered an unhealthy obsession with Ben Affleck. I've stuck by him through the thick and thin. There's a lot of times where people have made fun of him and been like, "Oh, Ben Affleck, he sucks. He's stupid and he whatever." You know what? Some of his movies aren't the greatest, but he's always the greatest, in my opinion. He's done no wrong in anything I've seen. Now, I haven't seen Geely, but I refuse to, because so far he's done nothing wrong that I've seen. When I watched Gone Baby Gone, I realized this guy's a really good director, too. My problem with Gone Baby Gone, though, was I'm watching the screen knowing he was behind the camera, and I'm thinking, yeah, but I want to see his face. So, problem solved. Come to town, he directed it, co-wrote it, and I get to see his face. So I was a very happy man about that. So all that to say, I think all this was to say the fact that Jeremy Renner sometimes stole the scene from Ben Affleck, which is to say a lot, because pretty much every time Ben Affleck was on stage, I was like, or not stage, on screen, I was like, gaga eyes for him. I think I talked like a 2-minute sidetrack about just how much I love Ben Affleck. That's weird. My cats are making weird noises. If you like dramas, if you like the heist movies, which, you know, this movie is getting compared to, like, Heat, which I've seen, but I don't really remember. You know, good cops and robbers movie, real good tension, stuff like that, which my wife does not like that. So if you don't like those kind of movies, then, you know, whatever. But if you do like those kind of movies, I really recommend watching The Town. Also, for you little movie geeks, you know who you are. I really do recommend watching The Town and look at Ben Affleck as a director. I know a lot of people give me crap about my love for Ben Affleck, but the nice thing about this movie is a lot of reviews, and every review I've read has been, you know, pretty positive. And for the most part, even if they didn't really like the movie, they're starting to say positive things about Ben Affleck again, and that makes me very happy. I hate sports. I don't watch sports at all, but I think this is something akin to the feeling of when people like have a sports team that is like terrible and everyone makes fun of them, and then all of a sudden one year they do really good and they go to like the Super Bowl or whatever, and then everyone else becomes a fan of them, and then you know those diehard fans were like, yeah, well, I liked them back when they sucked, which means something more. That's kind of how I feel about Ben Affleck. Like, I liked him back when everyone made fun of him, and I've stuck by him. And now that people are starting to, you know, give him better acclaim, I'm proud. I'm like a proud little fanboy. Thanks for the new subscribers I've got today. For those other people that are watching this and you haven't subscribed, stop being lazy. Just go over there and subscribe. So you keep watching, I'll keep talking about what I've been watching. Deal?